Hello, we are Group 3. Let's see our big idea. Before deciding our big idea, we have prepared a lot. For example, we have searched journals and data, consult with our teacher, Dr. Winnie Zhang, and discussed with our groupmate. After that, we have the final decision on our big idea. The big idea of our project is focusing on the myopia. For the essential question, we have identified several questions which is about the effect, importance, and prevention of myopia, including why it is important for primary school students to maintain a good vision. What can we do to help primary students to prevent myopia? How can the students who suffered from myopia preventing further deterioration? How corrective eyeglasses or contact lenses corrected myopia in the early stage, and how to minimize the consequence of myopia that affect in future. Among those questions, we had selected what can we do to help primary students to prevent myopia as our final essential question. Our challenge is to enhance the knowledge and the awareness of myopia among primary students, and we aim to raise the knowledge and awareness of preventing myopia.
For the guiding questions, we identify several guiding questions to find solutions. The first question is, who is the target group and why? According to Hong Kong reference framework for preventive care for children in primary care settings, the result has shown that 30.2% primary 1 students and 24.5% primary 6 students failed visual acuity tests in 2014 and 15. There's no big change in the incidence rate of all primary students in a decade. Also, a report Hong Kong reference framework for preventive care for children and primary settings find that Hong Kong school children develop myopia as early as 6 years old, and myopia progresses at a greater rate compared with children of European extraction, suggesting that myopia development amongst the children's population aged around 6 to 12 years may have had reached its highest capacities. The incidence rates of myopia have a dramatically increasing from primary 1 students to primary 6 students. Therefore, we decided to set our targets to be primary 1 and 2 students.
Second, what is the factor will cause myopia? First, it may caused by genetic factor. If the parents have myopia, it will increase the risk of children in getting myopia. Second, behavioral factor may also cause myopia. NUR work, such as reading and writing without adequate lighting, long-term use of computer, and other visually exerting activities may cause eye fatigue that increase your risk of being nearsighted. Third, how does myopia affect the primary school student? Although most of the time, myopia is simply a minor inconvenience and poses little or no risk to the health of the eyes, sometimes myopia can be so progressive and severe if it develops to degenerative condition. Degenerative myopia may be caused by heredity and begins in early childhood. Risk factor leading to legal blindness. The elongation of the eyeball can occur rapidly. Can be severe myopia and loss of vision. Increased risk of retinal detachment and other degenerative change in the back of the eye. Bleeding in the eye from abnormal blood vessel growth called the neurovascularization and increase the risk of cataracts.
The fourth question is, what are the current measures for preventing children myopia in Hong Kong, and what is the specific target group of these measures? First, Department of Health, Student Health Service have provided an annual health check, including eyesight checking, which is visual acuity test. Second, Department of Health, Family Health Service provide a preschool vision screening for children aged 4 to 5. Then the Chinese University of Hong Kong's Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Science is over a comprehensive eyes examinations, public education talks, and certificate training workshops, and voluntary platforms. NURS, NUR Group of Hospital and Poly-U School of Optometry collaborate on smart eyes at campus to provide eyes care and excel in research endeavors.
In guiding question 5, how to increase the motivation of the event, based on the positive reinforcement theory, has stated that giving what individuals like when they have performed the desired behavior, the motivation of individual to perform the desired behavior will increase. So we prepared a little GIF to students after they finish all of the game. Results shown that the motivation of our participants increased. They are willing to answer the right answer and focus on our activity.
In guiding question 6, what information should be delivered to primary school students? The information that we have provided are based on 4 criteria: way to prevent, correct behavior, photo basics, and parents' education. By providing the helping hints for the students who have no myopia to minimize the risk for them suffering from myopia. A promotion video clips has been made which can educating the student the correct behavior and posture when they are reading books, writing, and using the computer or other electronic devices. As the students are in the primary school level, using photos and other visual aids can increase their attraction and awareness. Therefore, we prefer to put more photos in our leaflet instead of wordings to draw the children's attraction. Apart from the information providing to the students, parents can also take a role to help their children to prevent myopia. We have listed out some tips for the parents and encourage them to take part in the action for helping the children away from myopia. In guiding question 7, what are the difficulties when holding guiding activity? As the children have short attention and concentrating time on participating in 2 hours event. Also, since the students are easily distracted by the surrounding, which may affect them to stay concentrated when holding a talk. Therefore, we decided to set up the booth as an education tool instead of a talk for the student. Holding a booth can facilitate the student to gain the knowledge, but not all the students can able to understand the information, and we need to have a further explain for them. Moreover, we have difficulties in controlling children to line up in straight line, since they have hyperactive in playing games. Thus, we use prize to motivate children to obey rules.
In solution, as the World Health Organization has stated that health education is able to help a person and community to improve their health by increasing their knowledge or influencing their attitude. Thus, we decided to host a game to enhance knowledge and awareness of myopia among primary students and increase knowledge absorption for the students. Also, we have designed the education materials and upload by using social media, such as Facebook. Using Facebook can update and share the information immediately. Our target audience and their parents always use those social media, and it is most profitable and less expensive method. Design the chatbot by using a game to attract the attention from the target audience, which can provide them to discuss the information with their parents and friends. Finally, there is a video to teach students about proper behavior to protect their eyes and prevent myopia.
喂，你睇電話開返燈啦，如果唔係好易近視㗎。
得啦，邊有咁易近視啫？
啊， 唉，打到咁緊張啊！你哋褪翻好少少，唔好控撳埋啦。
唔好搞我啦！
打咗咁耐就瞓盲㗎啦，你哋休息下，俾隻眼唞下，望下啲遠嘢。打咗半個鐘咧，就休息1至2分鐘㗎啦。如果唔係好似你阿哥咁深近視㗎啦。
得㗎啦。
仲有你啊，已經咁深近視㗎啦，仲打咁耐嘅。
係啦，喂，行左邊。
唉，都唔聽啊你哋。
係得，太玩了啊！
搞掂。
瞓陣先。
咁渣㗎，打一陣又話攰。
你再唔改好你啲壞習慣咧，你好快就要戴眼鏡㗎啦。
戴眼鏡都幾好啊，可以斯文啲。等我試下戴眼鏡先。哇！戴眼鏡咁唔舒服嘅，呢度又頂住，呢度又唔舒服。唉，都係唔好啦。咁我點先可以冇咁易近視啊？
等我哋教下你啦。
1. 閱讀及進行精細工作時，坐姿要端正，眼睛距離書本最少30厘米。2. 切勿在光線不足的地方閱讀。3. 當使用屏幕產品20至30分鐘，應小休20至30秒。4. 應經常轉換姿勢、眨眼及做肌肉鬆弛運動。5. 充足的睡眠使眼睛得到休息。6. 每年到合資格的診所檢查眼睛1次，如發現因患有近視而影響到學業或日常生活，便應佩戴眼鏡。7. 不要躺在床上或梳化上閱讀，因這樣會不自覺地把書本移近眼睛。This is our evaluation. In this event, we have decided the pre-test questionnaire for setting the baseline to the target group and a post-test questionnaire for comparing with the baseline. The questionnaire is sourced from National Taiwan Normal University, which has the same intention with our event. In our pre-test questionnaire, there are total 38 questions and is separated into 4 parts, including basic information, attitude, behavior, and knowledge of myopia. In the post-test questionnaire, there is 6 more questionnaires in basics information part, which is focusing on the satisfaction of the event, and the other parts are same with pre-test questionnaire. In criteria, a candidate gets 1 mark for each correct answer in the part of attitude, behavior, and knowledge. After finish the event, we evaluate and compare the result of the pre-test and post-test questionnaire to see the effectiveness of our event. In Part 2, we can know the attitude of students protecting their eyes through these questions. Comparing the attitude of students before and after the event by the pre-test and post-test, we can obtain the data that whether the attitude of students is changed and become positive. In Part 3, we can know the behavior of students protecting their eyes through these questions by assessing their behavior through pre- and post-test, evaluate their awareness and willingness of protecting their eyes. In Part 4, we can know the students' knowledge of myopia and prevention methods through these questions, evaluate and compare the students' knowledge by the pre- and post-test. We can obtain the data that whether the knowledge of students increase or not. To evaluate the effect of myopia in this school, The incidence rate of myopia in primary 1 and primary 2 students is 12%, and the negative diopters mainly are 1 to 100 diopters. Besides, 59% of them change their glasses every year, while 29% change every 2 years, and 12% change irregularly. To evaluate the satisfaction of the event, the satisfaction evaluated by several elements, including the value, date, and time of the event, understanding and interpretation of the information, whether the student feels interesting, and their willingness to participate again. Based on the result, most of the students satisfied of our event and able to understand the information.
To evaluate the overall total score of the pretest is 1,792, and after the event, the overall score of the posttest increased to 2,333. It proved that the target group have gained the knowledge of myopia and raised the awareness to prevent myopia in the future. For the recommendation for improvement, the length of time was too short. We should arrange another time slot such as Saturday or open day. Besides, some information may be too difficult for primary 1 students to understand. We should find some primary 1 students to evaluate the information before the event and demonstrate the game once to primary 1 students. During the event, the emotion of participants was out of control. We can give extra small present if they perform well in next time to solve this problem. The area of place for holding the activities was too small. We can suggest school providing large place such as playground.